All right. Whoops. Just waiting on Eggy. Waiting on the boy. Where is he at? Where's he at? Happy birthday, Eggy. Here we go. Are you ready, everybody? And happy birthday to you. Hang on. What was that? Here we go. What is this German? Who's this wishing happy birthday to? Whee! Woohoo! Happy birthday, Mr. Eggy 22. Okay, now we're playing the Lion King soundtrack in Dutch. Or German, probably. What is going on right now? Get me out of here. Okay. That was great. That was great. Happy birthday to Mr. Eggy. Later we will be playing with Mr. Eggy. Hopefully he streams some of the gameplay we have. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and play a little bit more of our series here. We're gonna try to figure this out this season. So we're one season closer, then we'll still have a season to go, but that's okay. I'm sorry if my hair looks greasy. I did just shower it, so I didn't dry it very well. It's like wet on top of my head. My head is wet. Alright, so we're getting in the game against Jimmy G and the Niners here. Hang on, let's see what this is. I'll share my screen real quick. Let's see what this is. It takes. Happy birthday to you. Oh goodness, it doesn't have the audio from the song. Hang on. Oh, I can't watch that. That's cringe. That's so cringe. Oh man. Legendary though, legendary. Alright, we're taking the ball back ourselves on this first drive here. Boom! And out comes Austin Belton. Currently one of the best quarterbacks in the NFC North. Having a really good season so far, despite my antics. We've already won as many games as we won the entire last season. So already this team is looking a lot better. But a lot of this is due to the run game. Mohamed Sanu, you know, we throw it to him a lot. He's looked really good. We've been running a lot of the ball. So here we're peeking on Ben Goddard. Yeah, doggone it. I waited too long to throw that one. Let's throw it again. I like the idea of throwing it a lot this game. Boom. Nice job, Hawkinson. So we're playing this game because we really want to see the running back for the 49ers. And I can't remember exactly what his name is, but we'll see him soon. Let's get Matthew Beard in. Just hoping he could break that tackle. Nice. Alright. Do I have music going? I don't. There we go. I just realized there we go. You're good at throwing in League 2? Man! Oh, I get sacked there. I'm good in the sack too, apparently. Yeah. You're better at throwing in League, I think, personally. You troll me. Like, you troll me hard. I'll take that. 5 yards. Could have been worse. Could have been better. Let's run a middle high-low here. Okay. Gonna take off and run with it. Nice. Most of my throws are on purpose. Oh, that makes it better, huh? Because you intentionally throw, that's better. Nice. Look at him falling forward, man. Love this dude. We are going to try to get through these games pretty quick. Hold up. Oh, user truck there. Bam, baby. Fight the push, baby. Ah. They were all over that one. Alright, I'm going to skip this song. Skip this song. There's a little aggro of a song there. Probably gonna look to hit Goddard here. Nice. That's a touchdown. Boom, baby. First step is acknowledge you have an issue. Okay, so you've gotten one step in. Good job, man. One step. Wow. Next step is to be as good at me as me at League. I mean, we're talking one of the best in the region, frankly. Alright. Let's see what their running back is. He's not in right now. Nice. The fullback. Why is their fullback starting? There he is. Denzel Haswit. That's his name. I couldn't remember. Oh! I hit Jimmy Garoppolo, though. I got him. Oh! Cut that guy's legs out from under him. Still haven't seen Denzel Haswit yet. There he is. Mitch Newman brings him down, though. Oh! Look at that defense. Let's go. 3 and out. I'm telling you, this team is different. 3 years later. Ah, 9 yards. I'll take it. Look at Matthew Beard, man. 24 yards already. If the safety bites, I'll look to hit Pettis here. If he got hit as he threw. I mean, that's partly on me, and that's partly just unfortunate. Doggone it. Don't say nice. Don't say nice. Oh, my goodness. I got hit. You saw me. I got hit when I threw it, you know? F. So annoying. I'm gonna ban him. Somebody, one of our mods, please ban Eggy. Oh my goodness. Look at him there running. I'll probably run here, right? Nope. Wide open. Can't ban, he has B-Day protection. Is B-Day like, I don't know. I can't even make a good joke. What'd you do today? You do anything fun? Other than playing Challenge Monkey? Man, I lost a Challenge Monkey on round 84. And I spent a lot of money to keep that round going. I was mad. What a hit. Oh my gosh. Was that his second pick? You're a loner with your monkeys here. Let's go to the next quarter. I know! I'm playing terribly. There we go. Nice. I started off the game really well, and then I've just since fallen off the deep end. Let's just run it away from this guy. Don't allow yards. Okay, well, we're going to run it away from you then. I don't even know what his thing is, but I don't want to deal with it. Goddard. Wasn't Goddard the name of Jimmy Neutron's dog? what are you... I thought he was going to come back to me. I think I hand this one off here. Nice. Farther to rocketry. Did you get a birthday call already, or is that going to happen the second we start to try to play League? Oh, nice. I think a big hit there. Excuse me. Boom. Dante Pettis, baby. The GOAT, yes and yes. Yeah, it's gonna happen again. I've never seen better timing every single time. Alright, let's skip to the next quarter. I do want to get through these pretty quickly. They're gonna score again. We're not gonna score. They're gonna score again. Okay, let's take back over. We're down 10 points after apparently giving up 2 touchdowns. Here's what it is. Nice. I could have timed that better, but we'll take 4 yards. My business, my business. Nice. Nice. He's having a great day. 6.1 average. And when he checks out, we got Matthew Beard checking in, which is even scarier. Those plays don't seem to work anymore. Probably looking for Fernandez. I don't know. Oh, he got knocked down. I saw that. I saw him get knocked down there. That bad pass. Probably good that it was a bad pass, though. Alright. That's a catch, right? They're gonna say no. I feel like that was a catch. Nice. Haslett looks good. 7 yards there. I know he's not having the best day, but he looks good. Doggone it. I have a question in Discord. Alright, let me check it. I don't know. I think that means like beating... I think that's like silver and gold. Silver through gold on every track in beginner. I don't know that though either. You know, I think one thing... Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's silver through gold. I could be wrong. It could be like all of them. Like impoppable as well. Oh, I thought we got the interception there. One thing, yeah, it does sound boring. One thing I wish I'd changed was, not my formation subs, but like fatigue. I see the same players in and they're like dead tired because they don't ever get subbed out. Oh, pick that off! Come on, Kerry Webster. Hit you in the hands. You're from Olympia. You know better. Oh, if he hands it off to the left, we're screwed. Look at this. Yep, there it is. Oh! Hit stick, baby. Ah. They're nickel and diming us, man. I want to be able to win a game. I feel like I can't do that. Nice job, Mitch Newman. Still waiting to see us get a lot of sacks with like Chance Fortunata and whatnot. Not impressed so far. Not that I'm not impressed, I just... Nice. Oh! Thought we got the sack there. We'll take it though. And we'll go ahead and sim. They score. Alright, so we either score here or I sim to the end of the game, frankly. Just so we can keep it rolling. I'm going to try to get through this season quickly. Up the music a little bit. I got a false start. I'm not even in the game. Yeah, let me know if that's good. Oh, I saw your post in the horrors. That's funny. That's good. That's actually what I was going for, basically, is that wizard tower. It just didn't work out super well. I definitely want to rework it eventually. I was playing MC this weekend, if you can believe that. Nice. I got on, I tried to work on my nuclear reactor. I screwed up. Thankfully, I had a meltdown. It wasn't in the server, though. It was in my test world, and it ruined my test world. So I need to figure out a way to get it working better. Nice. Oh, whoa, that's a late hit. Flag. Throw a flag. Come on. That's bogus. Planetary intergalactic planet. Oh. Bad outside seal there. Let's try running it again. Okay. Drop. Nice. Hit him with a little, Oh, I thought I messed that up. Oof. Curl combo? Nice. We'll take it. We'll take it. I'm probably looking to hit Goddard here. It depends on what kind of zone they have. Hit as he throws. Unfortunately, on the wrong side of the field there. I think I want to hand it off on the left side here. Oh, I thought he could break the tackle and get down there. Go ahead and... Boom, got it. Really? John Cena? Okay. Boom.
The kick is good. Makes the score Niners 27, Flyers 21.
Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and skip ahead until we get the ball again. So they're going to push down. We get the ball. We're down with 10 minutes left in the game. We're down 6 points. What is he playing with? I don't know. Looking to take a deep shot here. Nice. Ben Goddard with a nice catch there. How's he doing? 85 yards. Where's the Grants folks? They were all here yesterday. I'm not sure where they're at right now. I guess I should text them. That is a good question. Goddard's getting destroyed here, and Connor Williams is hurt. Hang on, let me text them. First, we just came back from their place. Let's run a mesh, probably. Watch for over the top here. No, okay. Take that. I don't want to get a guy hurt for the rest of the season when we're having such a good season, but at the same time, we're winning this game, and I don't want to lose this game. Nice. This one's definitely going either Pettis' or Goddard's way. No! That was a terrible pass. Alright, let's run the ball. Okay, did not block it all the way I was hoping it would set up that way. That's okay. 3rd and 7, and we have to get a first down here. No! I thought he could hold his block. All right, we gotta kick the field goal here. Gotta kick the field goal. This will be a good. Yep. Let's listen to. I really want to listen to Gin and Juice. All right, so we're down 3. We gotta get a stop here. It's already been 30 minutes and we're not even done with the game yet. And that's with me speeding through the game. Look at Denzel Haswit, man. Good grief. Oh, missed tackle. Was that Mitch Newman? It was. Come on, Mitch. Trying to buck slant here. They're gonna run the ball. Yeah, that's... Come on. Nice. There we go. Chance Fortunato with the night hit. Jeff Wilson from North Texas. I remember that name. Come on, bring him down. Like Legolas, man. Take him down. All right, we got to bring the heat here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Nice.
The running back, again the ball carrier. A 3-yard line.
Did they miss? Oh, was that not 4th down? I thought that was 4th down. Whoops. Was not paying attention there. Oh. Yeah, he shanked it. That's what I thought. We take those. Alright, so we're down 3. Ideally, we get a touchdown here and win the game. Nick Bosa's got his thing going. Get about 2 yards. Alright. Watching Helm's Deep right now. Dude, it was worth slogging through just for that. Nice. My goodness, when Legolas rides the skateboard, the shield down like a skateboard, hits the guy in the throat with it, and then like shoots the arrow, stabs him like the daggers. That was awesome. Bad pass. Alright, we don't need to... We can run the ball a little. How do they have... Nice throw, man. That was a tight window. Belton had to fit that in really well. After those first 2 interceptions I threw, I've really settled down here, I think. Absolutely crazy for the late 90s. Well, I mean, technically it came out in 02, so I don't know if I'd say late 90s, but... I see what you're saying. No! Thought he had it. But it's starting to get a little scary. Find our tight end. Hawkinson has been our guy all game long. We'll take a first down. We'll take a first down. Strip ball aggressive, huh? They don't think they're getting the ball back, which could be right. If I play this right. I've been known to blow it a lot. Alright, let's see here. He didn't catch... Oh, he did catch that. Did that count? That counted. Nice. 01, 02, 03. You're right, you're right. I mean, it was basically made in the 90s. Like, I don't think... might have been made in 2000, but... Yeah, that is insane, the level of tech they had. Okay, so we are at the 10-yard line, which means I don't think... We do have 1st and 10. We're going to run the ball here, and we're going to try to take our time, but we really can't get a first down and end the game that way. Well, there you go. A little quicker than I wanted it to go. Hey, but I'm in a position to win. I'm in a position to win. That's all that matters. Nice. I think this might be the first game I've won of Madden 21 since 2020. Legitimately. Fortunato O'Sullivan and Trey Flowers, man. That's the dream team. What's your Oh, they almost ended the game there! Who was that? Oh, you gotta catch that. Doggone it. Got him! I got him! Let's go! Doggone it. Don't let him get out of bounds. There you go. Alright, they got 3 timeouts, though. They get an injury, which means they have to use a timeout. Let's back up just a little bit here. I'm getting double teamed now. They're gonna find George Kittle. They gotta take another timeout. So, okay, we just gotta hold him here. Come on, get some pressure! Okay, they gotta take another timeout. They've got 2 plays. No! I'm in cover freaking 6! I wasted time there. I got 10 seconds and 2 timeouts, so... No, I'm not running play action. That's the dumbest thing I've seen. Alright, so I've got to get pretty far here. Gets intercepted. Whatever. I hate this game. I'm not gonna lie. This game really frustrates me, and I'm trying to reel it in here and not be... Whatever. I mean, seriously, they scored with like 30 seconds left in the game. Whatever. That was a better game for me. I gotta give myself credit at least. That was improvement. See how it ended up here. Belton had a good game. I mean, if you ignore the 3 interceptions, those 3 of them, running the ball was really good. We had 150 yards running. Catching Ben Goddard looked really good. Pettis and Hawkinson, yeah, you know. I think running the ball, Denzel Haswell ended up with 100 yards, so that's fun. Just frustrating. Frustrating way to end the game. All that just to lose. Whatever. Go ahead and sim a week. Breakout player. DeAndre Swift feels like he has a breakout game. I know that means I should play and force feed him the ball. I'm not going to do that, which means he probably won't get his breakout opportunity. Austin Bryant. I don't know who this guy is. Joe Dahl. Ricky Rubini. You know, he's got a lot of time to go still. Let's get his kick power up. Just gives him some awareness. I'm afraid you might be right there, Eggmeister. Not really looking forward to it, but that's whatever. Looking at power rushers. I mean, speed rusher is not bad either. I don't really want a run stopping left edge. I mean, there's not a lot of them anyway. I would like to find a nickelback, like a run support guy. Somebody that's a little on the heftier side that I can play in the money backer position. And it ain't gonna be any of these guys. Hybrid's definitely something I'm looking at. So we'll keep looking at that. As far as negotiations, Will Lutz can walk. Shelton and Linval Joseph. Man, I don't know. Hawkinson, that's a large bonus, or large deal. I don't know if I want to give him that. Let's see how he's doing. He's averaging 32 yards a game. I mean, he's just not doing a lot for me. And that's not because he's bad, but... I think Justin Coleman I'd like to have back, though. So I got 30 tackles through like 4 or 5 games. 2 interceptions. I think I want him back. Because he's pretty good. If only for a year. And that's all he wants. Is a year for 11? That's a lot. We have 100 million cap room. I think the fair offer is fine on him. So let's get him back next year. I'll worry about TJ Hawkinson later. If he has a breakout season, I'll go ahead and get him, but not going to worry about it. Let's see who's on the Bills. And then we'll sim. Pat Gardner, the rookie. Yikes. I don't want to go against... Give Josh Allen that receiving core? That's not fair. They've got Deshaun Hand. So they signed him away from us. Ed Oliver, that's right. Wasn't that guy supposed to be good? Can't even remember if he ended up being good or not. Matt Milano. That's a guy that you want middle linebacking for you? I don't know about that. Tre'Davious White still on their team. Nick Casey's really good. Okay. I'm not really too worried about their team. Or like playing against them. I don't want to play against them. Sim this. We take an L. Looks like DeAndre Swift did not break out, unfortunately. Big shock. Kerry Webster has an upgrade. He's not even in the 70s yet, man. I definitely want to get his run stopping up. Ben McIntyre goes up a little bit. He just needs route running, man. This guy cannot run a route to save his life. Let's get that up on him. Week 7, we've still got some deals to be made. Right now, the only extra one is Taylor Decker and Austin Blythe. Decker, I would like to get back. But I don't know. That's a lot of money. I think we sit on this one for a little bit. Let's scout some more in college. I really want to look at money backers, so let's see what we got for hybrid. BJ McClain, Aaron Tolliver, Titus Ballard, Alex Knox. Man, these guys all suck. And the top guy's hybrid. I would not mind drafting a safety top. Sim again. Delonte Turk is back. That's good. Let's see what we got at slot wide out. Should be Goddard, then Turk, then MacIntyre. There we go. Quintez Cephas just did not impress me. Let's upgrade some players. Austin Belton, our quarterback, has another upgrade. Let's go ahead and get his improv up one. That'll make him 83 overall. So now he's pretty close to being a great all-around quarterback. Like, not a lot of holes in his game. Let's look at our safeties again. Okay, so we've got a mid-first rounder projected early. I don't want to overdraft on that, but if we are mid, would not hurt to draft him. Let's just look at a few more hybrids. Striking out on everybody here. No. That's every run support and hybrid safety in the draft. I really want a guy like a Tyrann Mathieu, but not going to happen. We've got the Packers. Packers look like they've taken quite a step back. Let's just go ahead and sim this one. Hang on, let me check what they've got on defense. Again, we're trying to get through this season pretty quickly. They've got Carl Crowther, Ben Lane, so they've got an all-rookie line just about. Jeremy Wofford, Kenny Clark. Wow, he's really good. Zadarius Smith is really good. Their defensive side of the ball is insane. Jair Alexander, but then they fall off pretty quickly. Okay. Let's skip ahead again. We lose again. So here, Belton had a really good game. Really good game. And then running the ball, just not a lot from DeAndre Swift, frankly. Hawkinson had a good game. Swift had a good game in the air. Goddard, Pettis was a little lacking. I don't know. All right, and what about against the Packers here? Belton, not so good. Again, nothing on the ground. Pretty good through the air. I don't understand why it's like... I would like to run the ball more, frankly. I don't know why we're not. Kind of frustrates me. Man, should have dried my hair after washing it. Alright, upgrade players. Jeff Okuda. I kind of want to get his zone up a bit. I run a lot of zone. Martin Weston, the rookie. Keep getting his pass pro up. John Penisini. Let's get his power rushing up. And Brandon Watson. Let's improve on his zone as well. I wonder if there's any middle linebackers that I could have play safety. So safeties are typically around 200, 6 foot, maybe a little more if they're strong safety, a little taller. A few hybrids at around 225. So if we have a guy that's like a coverage safety or covered middle linebacker, no. A chinning, no. No. Marcus Carter, no. I mean, this is crazy. Could have a few right outside linebackers, but they're gonna be big. Yeah, that's too big. Could have a good cornerback who's a little thicker, but they need to be a zone guy, and they're probably gonna be too small. Yeah. Let's just look at what we're gonna be picking at. You know, right now we're looking at 18th, which would land us Trevor Ingram. What is he? He's good. Mid first. We got a cornerback here that would be really good. Tremaine Gatson. Not very good. Okay. We get the Eagles we're going against. Let's see who's on their team. Carson Wentz is starting for them. They got Anthony Curtis, but he's not going to really play. Not seeing anybody that I really wanted to go against. Marcus Lucas, isn't that guy a star? No. Alright, let's sim this one too. We're actually not far off from the end of the season here. Hopefully we can get a win. We do, we're getting a win. And Jeff Okudah wins Player of the Week on defense. Very nice. All right. We're kind of flying through this season here. Chance Fortunata, we have Speed Rush, Power Rush, and Run Stopper. I'm going to get... Does he already have an ability? Whoa, Superstar X Factor? Chance Fortunata is a Superstar X Factor? I didn't know I made him that good. The most tenacious defenders beat their blocks by sheer force of will. When they enter the zone, their rush move attempts are free. Free. So make a sack or a tackle for loss and don't allow yards. Defenders with this ability can still tackle effectively while trying to strip the football. And we don't know on the other one. Unlocks at 85 overall. Wow, this guy is pretty darn good then. Did not know that. James Lincoln. I'm going to get his pass pro up a bit more. DeAndre Swift is still a star. Not all that impressive, but that's okay. Get him up to a receiving back. Ben Goddard goes up a little bit, which I'm really excited for. I do want to increase his route running a little bit. Damian Harris, we'll just focus on getting him to be completely neutral. He's now an elusive back, apparently. And then TJ Hawkinson, the Hawk. We'll try to get his blocking up a little bit more. Because I don't feel like we're all that impressive in the run game. Ready to negotiate? Nah. Answer media question. Been an up-down first half for the team. What do you expect in the second half of the season? Consistency has escaped this team, so we need to find first off. That being said, I think we'll find it gets the playoffs. I truly believe we'll level up and take a... I don't think we're making the Super Bowl. Let's say playoffs. We'll scout real quick. Let's keep looking at who we're supposed to pick around. Greg Thigpen. Mid first, okay. I wouldn't mind getting a run-stopping middle linebacker. Mid first. Robert Jarrett? No. Jeff Downey. Will Chamberlain. Danny Garfield. Okay, so towards the latter half of the first round, not impressive. Good to know. Let's look at how we did in that game. Belton had a really solid game. Swift had a good game. Ben Goddard had an insane game. Defense, obviously, Jeff Okuda had a great game. Doron Harmon got an interception. Any sacks? Nope. Alright, so let's check who's on the Vikings. First, let me actually look at finances. We're down in finances. Why? Apparently everything is too pricey. Alright. Can't lower his anymore, guys. Is that just because we're losing? Concessions, 0 sold last game? Apparently. Ticket 0. Oh, what? That didn't make sense. Is it because of the away game? I don't know. Alright, at home this week against the Vikings. Let's see who they got. Josh Kerchief, who we're probably not going to see. Yeah, they don't really have anybody. Let's skip this game. We'll probably play the Cowboys next. Let's go ahead and do that. Can we pick up another win? Can this team make the playoffs? Yikes. Not at this rate. Another loss, and we are now 3-4. Or no, 4-5. Talante Turk gets an upgrade. Guy still needs route running. Jonathan Hodden. This guy's like a project. Actually, we need to put him on the practice squad. Can we do that? I don't know how. Mitchell Flaherty. Could use Pass Pro. He's a superstar, by the way. So our team is stacked. An injury to Austin Belton? Well, no wonder. He has 7 weeks out, so we might as well put him on the IR. Unless I misunderstand how that works. So he's on IR, so now we've got Jalen Hurts as our starter. Okay. Didn't see that coming. How did we do in finances last week? Revenue was up. Up to 59%. Merchandise sold well. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. That's bad. I wouldn't mind drafting a quarterback. You know, if there were any good ones. I don't think there are, though. Let's just look a few more times around the first round here. So Alex Lopez, bad. Byron Bryant. Zach Sullivan. Leslie Collier. Alan Gilchrist, an early first. And we do need an edge rusher again. And then Trevor Durant, also a first rounder. Early firster. So we've got a few guys that I think we can look at there. So this one's going to be against the Cowboys. We're a little banged up. A lot of injuries. We'll go ahead and take this one on. Nobody here do I care to negotiate with. Let's play this one. What else? Who else do we want to play? Let's see who else. The Jets. I remember thinking that guy would be really good, but he was not. Okay. We'll probably be skipping the Jets then. Let's go ahead and play the boys. Yeah, unfortunately, I think that's the case. Let's just get into this. I am not looking forward to this. I can't believe we lost Austin Belton. Let's just skip. I don't really want to play that. We're going to run the ball a lot this game, so get ready for that. Nice. Doggone my controller. Looking at Ben Goddard here. Hit Dante Pettis instead. Good grief, controller, come on. Not what I need. Alright, let's look to hit Ben Goddard this time. Maybe Swift. Nice. Maybe Jalen Hurts is the guy, you know? He's the Nick Foles for this team. Oh, I thought he was going to go hit the Mike linebacker there. Come on. And they are overloading the right side. You can see, what's his name? What's the club? The guy that would wear the club? I can't remember his name. The linebacker for the Cowboys that was from Notre Dame. Good grief, this thing is losing it. What was his name? Let's say it was like Jaden or Jalen. Him and Van Der Esch. Oh, well. It didn't show me his name. Probably looking to hit Hawkinson here. I feel like our interceptions in this game are way too common. I don't know. I'm not saying if I throw it there... Alright, this is pissing me off. Hang on. No, not blue stacks, man. There we go. Gonna have to go Bluetooth here. It's monkey time, baby. It's monkey time. Man, it's been an hour only? I feel like it's been quite a while. I didn't even check to see who were on the Cowboys. Who did Cowboys have? Dak Prescott, Thomas Black, Ben DiNucci. Remember having to watch him play? Eesh. Cooper, Lamb, John Vea Johnson, Damian Tomlinson. LaDainian Tomlinson. No, not that one. Okay. Carlos Ballantyne. Ugh, Tristan Hill. Scumbag. Jalen Smith. That's his name. That's who I was trying to think of. Jalen Smith. Manny Pierman. I remember thinking between him and Mitch Newman to draft. I made the right choice there. Alright. Was just curious who they had. Blake Jarwin. We're getting diced up here. Doggone it. Oh, intercept that, man. Yeah, hold your head because you screwed up, bro. Alright, can we get some pressure? Can we get a sack here? I really freaking hate this game, man. I'm not gonna lie. This game is not fun to play when you can't, like, whatever. Whatever. Doesn't matter. I feel like this is a pass. Oh, sacked by Jeffrey O'Sullivan. Attaboy. Alright, here we go. 3rd and 16. Can we please cover on the pass here? He dropped it. He dropped it. Thank you. Oh, frustrating. I would like to see what Goddard can do deep here, but I don't trust him. Nice. Dante Pettis across the middle. Hurts having a good game, except for, you know, the pick I threw. But that is what it is. Do I not have any zone read? Nice. That's what Jalen Hurts can do that Austin Belton can't. Not that Austin Belton's slow, because he's not slow. But he ain't Jalen Hurts speed. Jalen Hurts is good. I don't know why I can't flip this play. Nice. Matthew Beard. Matthew Beard. I'm probably looking at Sanu here. Maybe Pettis. Pettis it is. After this, we're gonna play. I'm probably gonna go over. Doggone it! It was open. I'm probably going to sim to like the third quarter, maybe the fourth quarter of this game, just so we can get through this season a little bit quicker. Nice. Touch him. It's a mess. Yeah, let's go to the second quarter. Miss some one more quarter. All right, so we're down 7 in the fourth quarter here. Nice. Looking to hit X dagger here. Says Pettis is the read. Nice. 6 for 73 for Dante. I don't know what I just hit here. Okay. Flag? We'll take that. Absolutely. Oh, put a little more air on it. That should have been a lob pass there. Okay. Take 3 yards. Doggone it. And Frank Bragg now goes down with injury. Okay. Alright, we're kicking a field goal now. Yeah, substitute him out. That's fine. Not worth it. I don't want to play any more defense right now. That's because I want to get through this. So I'm going to sim until we get the ball again. I'll sim one more possession of ours. I'll sim one more possession of theirs. Ah, that's game. That ain't worth playing out now. Doggone it. Yes! Pass interference. This is usually where I actually would kick the field goal, but... Nice. Should I kick the field goal and then go for another? Nah. We'll go for it here. Cause why not? Flag? Hello?
He's out of bounds at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
115. 3rd and 3.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
A terrible pass. Yeah, we'll kick a field goal here.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
Okay, let's see if we can get the ball back. I'm gonna take a timeout, which I know just lost us the game. I just screwed up though. Covered by Dell. That's the game. Doggone it. So the defending Super Bowl winners beat us in a game that I thought we should have won personally. Whatever. Sim does not like our team to run the ball. I don't know why, because I want to run the ball. Like, I want my team to be running the ball 24/7, to be honest. Matthew Beard gets a skill point. Let's try to improve its elusive. I don't want to even touch his receiving. This guy's just never going to be receiving back, and that's okay. Doron Harmon. Give more to zone. Alright, so next week we play the Jets. We're simming the Jets. Look at our team, though. We have... When we have our quarterback in, we have a superstar... 4 stars on our across our line here, or our backfield. We've got a superstar, a star, and a star on our offensive line, and then on defense, got a superstar or X Factor, superstar and star, and then 3 stars in our secondary. I mean, that's just insane. Arthur Love gets another point. I do want to balance out his power rush. Ashton Davis gets a point. And him, I'm also fine with just being zone. So we scout some college players. We have the 13th pick now, so we can look more around the 13th pick. Early first. Early first. All right, so let's look in the second round around 13. So that would be 45. Pass coverage right outside linebacker, late first. Run stopping, late first. Okay. I want to have less knowledge of the back half of the draft, just so I can be more random. I feel like I get too many good players. We're taking most of these the off season, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. We're simming this week. Can we get a win? 3-0? Excuse me? Okay, so here we have this game, and this game, you know, decent game from Hurts. Terrible game in the run game, of course. Dante Pettis had a good game. Whatever. And then apparently we lose a game 0-3. With the 3 being scored in the fourth quarter. Yikes. I mean, DeAndre Swift has just been abysmal this year. He's been terrible. No sacks. Fortunato had a few tackles for loss. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. We're bad. 4 and what? 7 now? When is the trade deadline? Oh, we already missed it, so we can't even sell this season. Jelani Tavai has an upgrade. Let's get his field general up. If the season ended today, the Cowboys are your #1 team. Out of our division would be the Packers at #2. Crazily enough. Okay. See where we're picking now. 11th. So where do we sit around 11? Aiden Allen. Okay. Let's go to 43. Nope. 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 All right. Let's go down to 54. No. 43. So 32 would be 64. So then we'd be talking about like 75. See who is on the Giants. So we've got the Saints, Giants, and Bears. And I'll see who's on each team to see who I want to play. Matt Stafford, our old pal Matt Stafford. Artie Slaughter. Pretty much nobody that I care about playing against. All right, what about on the Bears? The Bears. Let's see here. Nick Foles is still their quarterback. You gotta be kidding me. Is he still their starting quarterback? They should be starting Wyatt Ertz, but of course they're not gonna. I don't know how to change that either. I don't think there's a way I can force a team to start. If there is, I'll figure it out for next season. Because that's annoying, but... Benjamin Wade, who was hidden dev, but he's not playing. Terrell McKinney, I think he was not that good, actually. Larry Gaddis. They got Khalil Mack, Roquan Smith, Jamar Wells. Cameron Sweeney, who's really good. Chris Harris. Is he from... I think he was as far back as the Aqib Talib days. That's kind of crazy. Yeah. I think I just sim out the season. Oh, no, the Saints. The Saints. We have to check the Saints. If the Saints have anybody, we'll play them. If not, we'll just sim out the season at this point. They've got Jameis Winston. Jay Stannis is sitting behind 2 quarterbacks. Eric Devlin's on their team as well. Rashad Penny. I mean, just short answer is no. They don't have anybody that I want to see from our drafts. Yeah. Nope. Okay, so we're probably just gonna sim out this season here. Get through this. I know. Eggy's impatient and wants to play, so let's just go ahead and get through it. We lose again. Team can't freaking win, man. It's just not gelling for this team. Let's upgrade players. Trey Harris, the rookie free safety. He's 6'1", 200. I want him to put on some more weight, but nah, he's a free safety. He doesn't need to. Let's upgrade his zone. Jeffrey O'Sullivan, the star going up. Let's see, speed rusher. Get his speed rushing up a little bit more. Matthew Cartwright, the rookie. Let's get his power up. And Jeff Okuda. Definitely wanting to up his zone a little bit. I think Jeff Okuda's in for a big payday. I don't know when it is, though. Jeff Okuda, no ability unlocked. He gets bench press. And then defenders with this ability force more catch, tackle, knockouts, and man-to-man versus medium routes. 10 to 20 yards. 10 to 20 yards from the line of scrimmage. Okay. If you say so. Playoff picture. It's still not us by a long shot. New injury. Ben Goddard, torn labrum. That hurts. That hurts. We're now picking 7th. So let's see what we got around 7. We'll look at 5. Tommy McLaughlin looks pretty good. We could look at 39. Uh, 32, 64, so that would be... Oh, we already looked. Let's look at depth chart. Pettis, Sanu, Turk. Yeah. Alright. Let's lose another one. Why not? Are we really going to end up only 1 game better than last year? Yeah, looking like it. Ben Goddard, no. No. Start back up. Not even messing with it this year. This team is... We legitimately, in that first live stream, won most of our games for the season. And we have a chance to win 3 more games. Which would be I think 7 wins would be a big win for this season. But... what are the chances we actually get there? Pass pro again. I'm just going to get his pass pro up to 70 at least. Let's get his elusiveness up. Acceleration and speed. That's nice. What are we picking now? 4th. We might actually find ourselves at the top of the picks again. Tony Griffin, Ramon Hurts. Let's look at 36. At 35, Sean Stockton, Shelton Boswell, and then we'll look at 68. Slot corner, Marco Callaway. Okay. I mean, at this point, you're going, yeah, tank for sure, but I don't want a tank. Let's sim again. Please win. Loss. This is getting pretty sad. Finances are not doing super amazingly. We're losing left and right. Ben Goddard returning from injury. Oh, nobody to upgrade, huh? Scouting players. We're now third. So we could be looking at John Westerman as an option, you know? I mean, at this point, who knows? 35. Let's look at 33. Yeah, he's an option. Dwayne Meekins. Let's look at 67. We're looking at 65. No for him. Let's look at 64, 96. So that would be 99. Maybe 98. Okay, he's pretty good. What about deep threat Tremaine Barton? No. Can we win a game? Like, that's all I'm asking. Please get to 5 wins. 5 wins would be a big upgrade over 3. Nope. We can't win a game. And that's okay. That's okay. 4 wins is an upgrade over 3. Definitely firing the coach after this year. Dante Pettis gets another upgrade here. Let's get up his physical. I don't know. Catch in traffic, medium route, release, inspect, catch. That's not bad. That's not bad. Let's scout more college players. We're picking second now. That's awesome. So 32 could be an option. 65, 64. Maybe Andrew Coates. Let's look at around 96. Derek Fitzpatrick. Nothing impressive here. 96, 98, and then so 128 maybe. Like, again, can we please just win one game here? I'm talking about just one game against our arch rival, the Packers. I know our team is banged up and our star quarterback's hurt, but no, we lose. So we might have the #1 pick in the draft. We don't have the #1 pick in the draft. We have the #2 pick in the draft because we're not that bad. We can't possibly be that bad. Resign staff. I should have signed. I'm not re-signing him. I mean, I like our scout. I like our trainer. World class. I mean, it is literally just Matt Hedrick that sucks. We're gonna actually fire his ass. We're gonna fire him. I'm done with him. On paper, it looks like our head coach is pretty bad. Yeah, you think? All right. Ricky Rubini has an upgrade. Let's give his kick power a boost. Get some awareness. Don't know what that does. Mitchell Flaherty. As our left tackle, I'm going to keep upgrading his pass pro until it's equal. Taylor Decker has an upgrade. I do want to bring back Taylor Decker if I can. Let's upgrade his agile. We can have better running. Jalen Hurts gets an upgrade. Let's go ahead and just upgrade his field general. Tracy Walker gets an upgrade, and he's our strong safety. I kind of want to go up and run support. So now he's a scheme fit. Quintez Cephas, route running. Auto upgrade all the Sucksters. Alright, so let's go ahead one here. Let's look at the playoffs here. Cowboys. So that Packers loss would have put them not first. Cowboys beat the 49ers. Okay. Go ahead another week. Hire staff. Let's get a head coach. I am sick and tired of dealing with this. Jason Bourque, West Coast zone run. Increase player weekly goal XP. Hey, you know what? Let's give him a 3-year offer. Or 505. Let's not play around with this, you know? Let's bring him in. Looks like the Cowboys are in the NFC Championship again. Playing the Packers. And Bengals versus Colts. Hired coach. We have a new coach. Thank you. Okay, we don't have any Pro Bowlers, it looks like. Chance Fortunata is a Pro Bowler. Okay. And he's a starter. Alright. Miller, K-Mac, Wyatt Evans, Barrett. Interesting that O'Sullivan doesn't make it this year. Quintez Cephas, a punt returner. I didn't think he was returning punts, but okay. Sure. I don't care about the Pro Bowl. Good for Chance Fortunata, though. Let's look at yearly awards. MVP. Of course, as we know, we were not even close. Coach of the year. Not like our moron was going to get it. Offensive player of the year. Nope. Depoy. Mitch Newman was on the list. O'Roy goes to Denzel Has with the 49ers running back. Ben Goddard was third. Matthew Beard fifth. Defensive Rookie of the Year. Chance Fortunata third. Best QB. Best running back. Best wide receiver. We're not even on there. Not on best O-line. Not on best D. Oh, Chance Fortunata on best D-line. Best linebacker. Best defensive back. Best kicker. Will Lutz is down there. Of course. Let's just see in the AFC. Offensive Player of the Year. Okay. Depoy. Offensive Rookie goes to Cam Powell. Pat Gardner was up there. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Shaden Foster. Daniel McDougal not far behind. Kenny Durkin's fourth, which is a really shocker to me. Okay. Cam Newton? I just realized what that said. All right. Sign college players. Let's look here. So we are picking second for sure. Before 96, 126, 128, I think it was. Okay. Yearly awards playoff bracket. Let's just go ahead and real quick, I do want to make sure that players who dominated this year are getting compensated for it. So let's look at stats league-wide. Like, who is in a contract year? Cam Newton had a great season, so I'm not really worried about him, but I don't know if there's a good way to check that. Yeah, Josh Allen signed. Whatever. I'm not worried about this season. We'll worry about that kind of stuff next season. Let's just go ahead and sim. Who wins the Super Bowl? Cowboys or Colts? Do Cowboys repeat? No, the Cowboys lose defending the Super Bowl. Darren Lee wins linebacker MVP. Nice. Retirements. Richard Sherman. See here if you see any of your players. Linval Joseph retires, so not even somebody I can retire, literally. Okay. So let's get into re-signing. We've got Patrick Ricard. I'm not gonna re-sign him. TJ Hawkinson, let's see how his year ended up. Because I don't think he's the guy. So, I mean, Hawkinson is wanting $4 million over 4 years and a 10 mil signing bonus. So he wants 10 of his contract guaranteed. That doesn't make sense. I guess it's times 4. Okay. I don't want to give him it. I'll give him 4 million of his contract of a 3-year deal guaranteed. And I'll give him 5 mil. So that's 15, right? Plus 18, plus 3, so that's like 18. Nah. We could franchise tag him for a year 10 mil and trade him if he's not going well. Will Lutz? Nah. Danny Shelton. Let's see here. Jordan Tamu. I think I want a new backup. John Pinacini. Nah. Austin Bryant. Yeah, did nothing. Joe Dahl. Nah. Eric Berry. I mean, he's down to a 69 now. I don't even know how much he played last year. Yeah, he wasn't the same guy. That's fine. Should have retired, buddy. Jesse James. Absolutely not. Amani Orumwarie actually had a pretty good season. I'm interested in bringing him back. He wants over 2 years. He wants... I don't see how this shakes up, right? Whatever. So the fair offer is 5.58 over 2 years. So I'll give him 6.1 million over 2 years. Okay, he takes that. Mohamed Sanu, let's see how he did. I mean, he's falling. Yeah, he took a step back. I'll let him walk. Jelani Tavai. I think he still had a pretty good year. Yeah, he still had a really good season. I want to bring him back for a 2-year deal. And it's saying 2 years, 9 million is the buying price. I can rock with that. And I'll even give him 2 mil guaranteed. Yep, he'll take that in a heartbeat. Doron Harmon, I feel like he had a pretty good year. Let's look at his stats. Yeah, I'd say he had a pretty good year. I wouldn't mind bringing him back. And getting rid of the other free safety on our team. So 1 year, 2 mil. Not interested in signing. Okay. Not too worried about it. Taylor Decker, I would like to bring back. I know he's probably got negative morale. No, he doesn't, but he did. He regressed. So normal dev regression at left tackle. I don't know that he's a guy I want to bring back. Actually, he lost his trait. So I'm not really all that keen on bringing him back as opposed to somebody like Austin Blythe, who only wants a 1-year deal. So let's let Taylor Decker go. Austin Blythe, I would like to bring back. And it looks like 6 mil is the buy-in. Doggone it. Strike and a miss here. Danny Shelton, let's see the kind of year he had. I just feel like we can do better. Well, let's... So that leaves TJ Hawkinson, who I think we will go ahead and tag. Okay. Hawkinson is tagged, and that is it for us in free agency. We have retirements. We have a media question. Okay, so he's been signed, so I'm not worried about that. Let's go ahead and sim to free agency. Re-signing did not do well for us. All right, so if we look at this team, Belton is back, of course. We could use running back. Honestly, our running back situation is not good. Matthew Beard, I think, is good for the future, but DeAndre Swift is kind of stalling. We got Pettis, but we don't have great wideouts. At tight end, we're okay. The line is going to be interesting now that we have, like, Ragnow. We can start Boatwright, I think. Flaherty, and then we can put, like, James Lincoln in. With Weston right behind Boatwright. I think that'll end up being a pretty solid line, to be honest. Defensively, probably going to be Trey Harris starting. Coleman and Okuda. We need another cornerback, probably. And a good defensive tackle, because Arthur Love becomes our de facto number 1. Fortunata and the Okwara brothers are good with Trey Flowers. Oh, we're running a 4-3 right now, which I don't think I'm actually going to run. Yeah. West Coast zone run? No. Definitely want vertical zone run. I think that's what fits us the best too. Yeah. I'm going to stick with the Baltimore playbook, or the Buffalo playbook for now. And I think we were using the Rams defense. I'm going to stick with that as well, just for now. I hate to change a coach like that. Generate best lineup. So that's he's been Goddard. Okay, hang on. I gotta do it from here. Fernandez is our top fullback right now, which is a little worrisome. I definitely want Turk to be our 2, Goddard to be our 3. Then probably MacIntyre is our 5? I don't know. Boatwright and Weston. We got Frank Ragnow. Connor Williams at the guard. Mitchell Flaherty. I do want James Lincoln to be the guy. Left end, of course, Fortunato Noquara, Trey Flowers, Aquara, Arthur Love, Webster, Mitch Newman, and Tavai, Sullivan. We do need another linebacker. Cornerback. Free safety. Strong safety. We need depth every which way this Sunday here. Let's try to get that ASAP. Slot cornerback, sub linebacker, rush defensive tackle. Rush right end. It's going to be Trey Flowers and then Okwara. And then rush left end is going to be Fortunata and then O'Sullivan. And then Webster. I actually want it to be like this. Slot wide receiver is going to be Ben Goddard, of course. Power running back, Matthew Beard. And third down running back, DeAndre Swift. Okay, so now we know kind of what we're looking for. We've got $65 million in cap space. Stephon Gilmore, Rodney Hudson. Marcus Peters would be pretty nice. Tight end, wide receiver. We really could look to make a splash here. Jarvis Landry wouldn't be bad as our X. So he's asking for a big deal, and I don't know that I can offer that. James Washington also would not be bad. More of a deep threat. N'Keal Harry. Paris Campbell. I would like to offer an offer to Paris Campbell here. Like two and a half guaranteed over 3 years. So that's gonna be 7.5 mil plus 4 mil per year. That might get it done. That'll put us in a good spot as far as wide receiver. Defensive tackle. Could we make any splashy plays here? Not really. I definitely want a run stopper. Shelton is probably the best pick again. We do need a backup strong safety. Kenny Vaccaro, he's old, but he might be a good pick here just as a backup for $3 million. Sure. That probably should get that done. Free safety. I said we could look to get a guy here and then trade away Ashton Davis. There's really not a guy in this class, though, for it. That's not great. Stephon Gilmore would be great for 1 year, but 16 million might be a little much. We could look to get someone else here. Maybe like a good, tall, greedy Williams type. Patrick Peterson wouldn't be bad either. Let's throw the fair offer at Patrick Peterson. Don't have depth at linebacker in either spot. This could be a place that we look to go ahead and address. Rashawn Gary for 4 years. I'd prefer to offer him 2. So the fair offer is 31 mil for 4 years. So that's like probably... Let's see. Let's offer him 3 mil, so it's 6 million guaranteed over the contract course. And then maybe like 6 million in cap. So we'd be taking an 8 mil cap hit. And that'd be about 18 million over 2 years. Let's see what he thinks about that. 81. Maybe that gets the job done. And then backing up Jeffrey O'Sullivan. We want another scheme fit guy here. Probably like Sutton Smith, speed rusher. Malik Reed, I kind of like. Ogbonia Okoronko. He's big. I like that. I kind of want a meteor guy if we're going to have backing up Jeffrey O'Sullivan. Let's try bringing him in. We could do like 2 years. I'm going to do 0 guaranteed. The fair offer is 3 years, so about 2 mil a year. So I'll look to offer him 2.5 over 2 years. Let's see what that does. Oh, that's terrible. So we'll look to offer him 3.1 million. That's still awful. Okay, well, if he doesn't want to sign that, that's okay. Middle linebacker, of course. Mitch Newman is now a star, so we don't have to worry about him. And I do need to make sure I'm not getting too many stars. We probably should sign Danny Shelton again. My negotiations. Wouldn't mind getting a good right guard. Probably should get a backup left guard here. Joseph Noteboom. I mean, we just need some depth, so that's fine. We'll give him the fair offer. Left tackle, we could use some depth. Donovan Smith. Pass protector. Fair offer. Center, obviously, we're good. Right guard, our depth is James Lincoln. So I'm actually going to get some depth at center here. And I think, again, we just go scheme fit. In case we ever have to fall back on these guys. Let's go down to like this. 71, that might get the job done. Right tackle, we're good. Then we do need... We need a defensive tackle. And we need just some depth at end. Trent Murphy. Ronald Blair. Power rusher. I'm going to offer him no guaranteed money. But I will give him 3 mil. And he doesn't love that, but that's okay. That leaves the rest of us to get Danny Shelton again, probably. And I think that might be who I want. Klein Short, power rusher. We could go just for all-out rushing the ball here. Speed rusher, power rusher for Shelton Richards. What, 7 mil as a... Yeah. We could try to get into this battle here. I think I'm just going to go Danny Shelton for 1 more year. I think he's earned that. Let's give him the fair offer. Let's go ahead and sim and see what we got here. Eggy, if you're still listening, I will be doing the draft, and then we'll be going probably from there. Oh my goodness, did we hit a home run in free agency here? Look at that. What does that mean our team's at now? Paris Campbell and Dante Pettis give us a bit more up on the ends there. We've got depth and a good line, frankly. Like, that's a good line. On the defensive side, Trey Flowers, Danny Shelton, and Shane Fortunato will head the attack again. Arthur Love, one of the Okwaras, and the other Okwara backing it up. Okuda and Coleman, followed up by Patrick Peterson, so not bad. And then Oruwariye was pretty good too. At safety, we got Vaccaro backing up Tracy Walker, Mitch Newman and Tyvi, and then Jeffrey O'Sullivan. We did just sign somebody. Jocelyn Hayden. We've got this guy, Rashawn Gary. I'm pretty excited about. Let's see how he did last year. He only got 10 tackles. I don't know that he played in a lot of games, though, is the thing. Of course, it doesn't really say that he played in a lot of games, so I don't know. We're a little weak at free safety, and I think we need to sign maybe another middle linebacker. Again, these are guys that we could cut. I'm not too worried about it. Looks like Kerry Webster's morale went down. I'm not sure he's happy about getting replaced. Unfortunately, we need results, buddy. 17 mil. I would like to save some cap space. Looks like we're still negotiating on Ronald Blair, Ogbonia, Okoronkwo, and Nick Martin, who I think will end up probably getting all three at this rate. I'd like to look as a backup quarterback. Tom Brady. Wouldn't that be funny? I'd like to bring back Tyler Huntley. I'm gonna offer him this because I know ain't nobody gonna offer him. He can take it or he cannot take it, frankly, for all I care. Defensive tackle. Middle linebacker, we could use a good backup. Maybe like Kenny Young. And I'm considering this more like practice deals. So fair offer would be about 2.5. I'm not set in stone on this actually getting done, and that's okay if it doesn't. We'll offer a fullback a deal here, maybe like Vinny Weaver. Just a 1-year deal. Again, no guaranteed money. The fair offer is a little over 1, so let's say we'll give him 2. We got a lot of cheap deals going on here. They can either sign or not sign, and that's okay with me if they don't. College players. All right, we picked second. Who really pops off in my eyes, combine-wise? Let's go to free safety. We're still looking at that. 6.5. Strong safety, 7 would be a good grade here. We've already looked at everybody there. Middle linebacker, is there anybody intriguing here? 6.7? 6.6? 7.1? Could be interesting. I think I would like to look at a new running back. Looking for anything that might pop off the screen at me here. 7.0. 7.0. 7.5. Wouldn't mind an elusive back that's a little faster. Power back, power back, power back. Alright, wide receiver. How about this? 7.0. What are we listening to, man? 6. Okay, that's not bad. That's somebody we could look to get. 6.5. Alright, we'll look again next round. See who we get here. Contract accepted for the center. Let's see if anybody we're negotiating with has offers anywhere else. Nope. Feel free not to sign. Just know you're not getting any other teams. Wide receiver 7.0. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Undrafted. Who's the fastest guy here? Not that that's the most important thing, but... Wish you could sort by that, too. 7.7. Not the fastest by any stretch of the imaginations. I don't think I like that, actually, at all. It's gotta be a deep threat guy, right? Who is it? 0.7, 6.7, 6.8, 6.5. Man, are you kidding me? Deep threat. Deep threat. You telling me there's no fastest guy? There's gotta be a fastest guy here. No, not him. Not Lance Roach. Who, honestly, we could draft. Would be interesting. I don't know who the fastest wide receiver is. It's not Josh Greenwood. Whatever. Alright, yeah, free safety. This class is just bad. 6.3, I mean... we could look to get a replacement. Well, no, we looked at middle linebacker, and I didn't really see anything impressive. What about here? Any sevens here? Buddy, do really well at the combine? Nope. Antoine Watts. Late first. 6.3, that's impressive. 6.5. Alan Kopp, that's pretty good. Daryl Bradford's probably the next guy I want to see. So let's just go ahead again. I can't remember if we draft on this one. No, we get one more. We get one more. Accepted, accepted, accepted. So they didn't have a choice. Nope. 6.3 maybe. I mean, defensive tackle, we're looking at maybe like 6.5 anywhere. Nope. High end would be 6.8. Like Trevor Durant would be really good. 0.4 in the 4th round. George Clements would be really good. 6.1, Braxton Sasser, a late 1st round found in the 7th round. That's insane. Right in, we got some really good players here. Jake Davis, early 2nd. Look at that combine. Bradley Fisher, late 1st. Broderick Boone, late 2nd. I gotta stop oohing and on over these guys. Yeah, I think that's it for points. I've only been streaming for 2 hours. It's 7 p.m. I know, dude. This is insane. Don't worry, we're about finished. We are gonna draft, and then that's it. We're calling it then. We're gonna draft, and we're gonna start the next season. Like, we're not gonna play the next season, though. Do I have anybody at free safety that I want? Mid-second, I wouldn't mind him. AJ Montague is a 1st-round player. He's really good. I'd really like to get him. We are 2nd overall pick. So if there's nobody I want, we can trade down. Sammy Blake, an elusive back, would be really nice as well. But, I mean, Trevor Ingram. Josh Greenwood. Is that real? That was using the spiders from Minecraft sound. I did not like that. Why was that a thing? That did not need to be done. Right tackle, we got left ends. Boone. Okay. Man, there's so many good defensive tackles. I'm not sure who I'm going to take here. Okay. Cornerback. There are a few guys I would consider taking cornerback. I don't know that cornerback's where I want to draft, though. I kind of am thinking of just letting the chips fall where they may. 4, 4, and 4. Okay, so now at least my positions are all good. We're going to have to figure out who we want. So when we go into this draft, I'm thinking running back we don't need. Wide receiver wouldn't be bad to draft a star wide receiver. Like, lineman-wise, we're good. We are good on linemen. I do not need linemen this draft, unless it just falls to me. Defensive tackle, we could use to just make a star-studded defensive tackle lineup. And Trey Flowers has really fallen off in the last 2 years. What is his contract? This is his last year. So we could look to draft end edge rusher if it's open. Cornerback, I think like we're good, but at the same time we could use some. We could use free safety. I say we just get into it. We see what happens. I'm going to save before the draft. Not because I want to go back and redo the draft if I screw up. I'm just going to save. Who's returning from injury? Donovan Smith. Okay. We save Hollister there. Let's do it. Let's do it. The Dolphins are first up. I see no reason to go for this one. The Dolphins probably don't take the best quarterback in the draft. Probably go one of these two edge rushers, and I don't blame them. They go Ramon Hurts, who was a good pick. So here we can either trade away our pick or we can draft, and I don't know what I want to do. I could go edge rusher, but hey, his combine ratings don't really impress me. Tony Griffin is a mid guy, but his combine ratings are really good. AJ Montague is a first. I don't want to let him go, though, because he's a hybrid guy, and I really want somebody that can be our money backer. But he could be a pretty big reach as a mid-first rounder getting picked second overall. Adrian Allen would be a bit of a reach. Sammy Blake is good, but running back at second overall is a reach. Matthew Wofford would be pretty good. He's the fastest guy in the draft. He's really tall. A good press man coverage player. Pretty good combine ratings. Jay Terry's really good. Super fast. Good run stopper. Agile. Really agile. Wow. Is he the most agile? I don't think we need Andrew Swift. He's pretty good, but not our guy. Greg Thigpen, no. Trevor Ingram, no. So to me, this comes down to Jay Terry, Matthew Wofford, and AJ Montague. And I don't want to get AJ Montague and have overdrafted. But at the same time, it feels like we could use a strong safety like this guy. Adrian Allen is pretty good. We do need corner eventually, but we got corner for now. And then Jay Terry would be like the future, you know? I mean, this guy's good. He's not the strongest, but he's not far off. Really agile. Good hit power, good tackling, and good block shedding. He's just solid around. B+, B+, B+. This is tough. Matthew Wofford, good man coverage and good press. And can catch pretty well, so he could make some plays. Or no, it's Adrian Allen I was looking at. No, it's not. AJ Montague, I really like. He's got great vert jump, really agile. His strength isn't terrible. Speed is eh. Catching is one of his highest ratings, though, and then pursuit hit power. No, I don't think I go with AJ Montague. So the only other option would be John Westerman, but I don't like John Westerman's combine. He doesn't stand out as an edge rusher, even though 7.0 is pretty good. So really, this time it comes down to Matthew Wofford and Jay Terry. All right, I'll take that. Jay Terry, number 9 in true value. We get him at number 2, but he's got hidden dev, and he comes into the game very solid all around. So him and Arthur Love could be the pair for the future there. John Westerman goes, 78. AJ Montague goes, so 74. Tony Griffin, Adrian Allen. Matthew Wofford goes, 76. That's pretty good. Tyron Pierce, Greg Thigpen, Matt Hopkins, Seth Watkins. Dwayne Meekins. Alright, and now we don't need defensive tackle whatsoever, so I'm not going to even worry about it. Matt Graham and Leslie Collier. I might trade down from round 2 here. Let's see what we have on our draft board. Do still have pretty good defensive tackles in the mix. I just don't see needing another defensive tackle. So Marco Callaway is still an option, late first. I think Sean Williams could be really good. Late first, but his combine is insane. Kosi, we're not even going to worry about for now. Kyle Sharpton is another late first with another insane combine. I think I would go Sean Williams, a run-stopping 22-year-old over Kyle Sharpton, who is a pass coverage edge rusher, so not as much of an edge rusher. Antone Watts. Anthony Castaneda, mid-second. Really strong run support. Sammy Blake is still an option here. I find it hard not to go with the elusive back at this level. Bradley Fisher at edge, late first. I don't see Sammy Blake falling again. I think I gotta go. I want this. I want him. Now remember, the early means he could be like 76, 77. I think we need a new running back. His juke move is really good. His carrying and ball vision are pretty good, and he's the fast guy. He's really fast. 76 overall, elusive back from Alabama. Needs a little work at receiving back, but that's okay. That's okay. Can I get this off my screen? I hate how it does this. So now we're kind of hoping to see maybe Sean Williams. There's no way we see Sean Williams still. That probably was the pick. Kyle Sharpton's gone, so I can't even... Yeah, there's Sean Williams. Well, that's okay. Ezekiel Roberts from Olympia goes to the Washington football team here. Not Commanders yet in this series. So that's our first Olympia product drafted here. Damian Bird, Trevor Reiner, Witherspoon goes, Ben Duncan, Andrew Coates. I was looking at him. Marco Callaway. I don't feel too bad about picking where I picked. Do I have anybody I want here? Quincy Harris. We have a lot of cornerback available that we could take later. Kosi, I think I'll hold off on. Chet Campbell. Might have to take him just for his name, but a little early for him. Antoine Watts is still available. Run stopping right outside linebacker. And then we've got a free safety that's a 6.7 mid-second round. Bradley Fisher. Ooh. I think I'd have to go with edge here. Just the potential replacement to early second and 7.1 versus first round and 7.0. I think I would go Bradley Fisher there. Nate Brazil. I don't think we need another running back. Wide receiver is still something I'm looking at. Micah Reynolds could be pretty good. Josh Greenwood, I'll probably look to get late. Because I actually do want... I don't need another slot guy, though. Jesus Magana. I think with this one, I'm going to go Bradley Fisher. I'm just going to do the rounds real quick. Anthony Castaneda is a mid-second talent, so I'm not sure about that one. Antoine Watts, late first, but I prefer... Yeah. I think I'm going to go Bradley Fisher here. He's got good hit power, good pursuit, and good tackling. He's a speed rusher, so we'll see. 71 overall. Good value pick. Cole Bright goes in the 3rd round to the Buccaneers. That doesn't even make sense. Marquise Vernon, Doug Bryson, Tom Strainer, Jake Davis, Cameron Levy. Seems like 3rd rounds when a lot of teams like to make runs on quarterback. There's Will Judge. Derek Fitzpatrick, Greg Whitfield, Jaron Howell, Quincy Harris, Elliot Haskins. Prince Lofa Taupau jumps up a little bit. So he goes in the 3rd round, 2nd to last pick in the 3rd round, to the Dallas Cowboys. So the Cowboys picking up an Olympia player there. I think they'll enjoy having him. Jonathan Santiago and at BJ Ingram. Okay. So Antoine Watts is still available here. Kosi Mensah is a guy we could look to pick up. We don't have a fullback on roster. Broderick Boone. His combine's really good. His late 2nd, though. Any combines that jump off the page here? Chet Campbell still available. I think Chet Campbell late 3rd, though. Drafted so far, Sammy Blake, Jay Terry, and Bradley Fisher were all drafted. So that's a defensive tackle, a running back, and a left edge. We could use early 3rd. They don't want to draft a guy that I don't think is going to make an impact, though. James Alford with a 6.8. Could be a bit of a reach here. Micah Reynolds, physical receiver, good spec catch, good catching, good release. 6'5". That's insane. So I got 3 more picks remaining. I think with this one, I want to go ahead and pick up James Alford, Broderick Boone. I know it's another edge. Do we really need another edge? I'm just not sure we do. Antoine Watts almost could be just a right edge. This is tough. It's between getting my fullback here. I don't think I need to get my fullback here, though. I think I get him round 5. I definitely want Kosi, though. Broderick Boone is also really intriguing. He's really fast. Again, another edge, though. I think Antoine Watts doesn't make it another round. I'd like to go ahead and pick him up and then pick Kosi next round. So let's go ahead and make that pick. 70 overall. That's a good value pick at the very worst. So now we're just hoping to get our boy Kosi Mensah. There's James Alford, 67. Let's pick for round 5. Knox, Glenn Woodson, Jared Stern, Keenan Bradley, Mike Reynolds. Okay, Chet Campbell goes. And a lot of these guys, this draft is pretty weak. So, you know, a lot of it's like, I don't know, honestly. Draft board at this point would be Kosi, and then the only other one that I would even consider is probably Josh Greenwood. Like, I'm done with edge rushers. Cornerback, we've still got some guys. I'm an early 3rd cornerback. I'm going to go ahead and pick up Kosi, though. Normal dev, 76 overall. There's the boy, Kosi Mensah. So now, Bobby Banks, not the one from Olympia. Probably will be either Leonard Dickerson or Josh Greenwood in the last round here. Whichever one's available. Whatever pick that is. Dusty Hale. I just missed it. I think he went to the Seahawks. I was not paying attention there. I should have been. Oh, I actually have an idea of somebody I want to draft. So, yeah. We could go Josh Greenwood here. How do we feel about taking a certain wide receiver, though, by the name of Lance Roach? We could trade in and pick up a 7th round pick for him. Or we could just pick him up now. You reached 60 overall, apparently 300th in true value, and you drafted him at 162. Hey, you know what? That's okay. I wouldn't mind trading in for Josh Greenwood here, if that's something that can be done. I know I'll have a lot of people on my team, but that's okay. Who picks here? Yeah, if Josh Greenwood's still here, I'd like to draft him. Randy Falk, okay. Alan Cobb. Now the question is going to be, and this is a pretty fun one, is Lance Roach a running back or a fullback? Because he could be a really good receiving back. I'm not sure yet. Just have to look at that one and figure it out. So I don't know that we got anybody that really changes the trajectory of this team with this draft, unfortunately. We're coming up on... Alright, so I want to trade with the Colts. I want to grab Mr. Irrelevant. I like getting Mr. Irrelevant. We've had some guys that have been pretty good Mr. Irrelevants, frankly. Let's take their pick. They need a left tackle. Do we have anybody we can offer? Donovan Smith? They need a QB. Jalen Hurts would not be a bad... I am getting fleeced if I make this deal, though. What about a 3 and a 4 as well? A 4 and a 5, then. This will leave us devoid of a backup quarterback. But it gives us a 4 and a 5th pick next year. That's pretty fun. Let's make our picks here. Josh Greenwood's the only option. Late 3rd. Not sure what he is. So let's look. Draft recap. We got Jay Terry first overall. 2nd overall pick. He is hidden dev. So this guy could be the guy in the future. Not a bad pick. Sammy Blake 2nd. Just a really solid running back. Bradley Fisher. Solid edge rusher. Antoine Watts. Another solid edge rusher. Kosi Mensah, who is our new fullback of the future. Lance Roach, who doesn't have his number for some reason. Hang on. See if we can get him his number. I don't know why his face... Yeah, that's who he's supposed to be. I don't know why it didn't save his change. There we go. That looks more like him. And then Josh Greenwood in the 7th round, a 67 overall slot, deep threat guy. Okay. I can rock with that. Let's look at all the picks real quick. So Ramon Hurts, hidden dev. That's a good player. Jay Terry, hidden dev, not as good. John Westerman, not hidden dev. AJ Montague was not the pick. Glad I didn't make it. Tommy McLaughlin. Tony Griffin wasn't the pick. Adrian Allen was a pretty good pick. But I was going to pick Matthew Wofford, and he was also not the pick, so that's good. Andrew Swift. Who else was I looking at? Zach Sullivan. Trevor Durant would have been interesting. Wasn't the pick. Shelton Boswell. Not that those are bad picks where they're at, but not the guys I was looking at. Leslie Collier, Sammy Blake, and then Kyle Sharpton was picked a little bit later. Okay, I can live with that pick I made then. Bashawn Williams. Okay, I can live with that. Ezekiel Roberts. Should be fun to watch him play. David Ford, Junior Pettis. We got Bradley Fisher. Cole Bright, of course. Hidden dev. Quarterback of the future for the Buccaneers there. By far. Is there anybody here that I was looking at getting? Cameron Levy? Nope. Prince Lopa Tau. Hidden dev. Okay. So he was a really good player to get. I think the Cowboys are going to be happy they got him. He was really good in my dynasty. James Alford, we looked at him. Dev. Knox, normal dev. So a lot of these guys I was looking at, I don't regret not hitting on. Allen. Just check a few more here. Of course, we got Lance Roach. Randy Falk, pretty good quarterback. I mean, that's not bad. Good backup in the 6th round. You don't mind that. What about Trent Whitmore? About Mitch Bailey? Not that good. Alan Kopp, okay. Antoine Harrison. Oh, hidden dev. 59 overall, but hidden dev. So, you know, could be the guy in the future. Juwan Sheffield. Nope. Javonte Presley. Nope. Yeah, most of the guys here I wasn't too worried about picking. Cool. Lost on round 85. RIP. Let me look real quick at my roster. I am almost done. This is the last. I'm stimming this week and then we're done. We don't have any quarterbacks now. We need quarterbacks. DeAndre Swift will be looking to get traded potentially. Sammy Blake obviously is new to the team, and we're going to want to see him play as well as Matthew Beard. I just have not been impressed with DeAndre Swift. A lot of these running backs will probably cut. Jose Hancock. We don't need to cut him yet, so we won't. Jason Huntley. We save $1 million if we cut him. We save $3 million if we cut Damian Harris, though. So that's probably pretty good. And then our guys would be Sammy Blake, Matthew Beard, and... Well, wait. We can cut him later. We don't have to cut him right away. So Cam Parnell. I mean, we're never going to see any of these guys play. Josh Greenwood is interesting. Just curious. 75. We are going to try Lance Roach at running back first. Just because I want to see how that goes. Dante Pettis, Paris Campbell. Going to be a lot of competition between these guys. Of course, we got Kosi Mensah. Who's got number 1? Chance Fortunata, I want to change him to... Oh, did he lose his X Factor dev? Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. Did he really? Oh, yeah. Yeah, he went from X Factor to Superstar. That sucks. Wow, okay. Did he ever lose his dev? No. Well, maybe. I don't know. I don't know who's got number 1 on this team. Oh, Antoine Watts has number 1. Let's change him out. I like that. I like having a cool number that's not 50s. Let's do like 4. Nah. Let's do something in the 40s. Do 49. Still kind of reeling at safety a little bit. Lance Roach. We are going to try him as a running back. We're going to see what he can do. We just got so much depth at wide receiver that I don't think he's got a future there. So let's see what happens when we put him to running back. A 70 overall. Good receiving back, a good elusive back, not a good power back. And that's fine. We don't need him to be a power back. Because of that, Blake will replace Swift. We still got Beard. And then it's going to be between Lance and Harris. Maybe Huntley. Okay, so it's kind of what the roster looks like. Thinking Bradley Fisher. Yeah, we'll see on all this. We can figure this out another day. That's gonna be it for this. Thank you everyone who tuned in. I hope you had fun. We will be finishing one more season before we already start Olympia Season 7 and this side-by-side. So that will be it. We have a lot to do in preseason. As much as I want to play preseason right now, we will not get to that. I will stop myself here.